Years old, I took the scholarship exam, and I was at school actually younger than most of the others in the class, because I was still only 10, but a fortnight left after I started at the grammar school. I was 11 years old. The other three that are older than me from high school, they got a grant to have rail travel up the Severn Valley on the motor train. We went up and down there, but I didn't get it. I didn't even get a grant for books either. Apparently it's because we kept a shop. That was counted against us. We were better off than the others. Anyway, for the first few months, about probably 5 months or so, I travelled by train, and each day I used to, but as I lived about at least a mile and a half from the station, I used to cycle down to Grandad's blacksmith shop and put my bike in the empty bay next door to it, and then walk and run the other half mile or so to the station to catch the train. But after it was taking me so long to get to the damn train, so I thought I could cycle, so they bought me a bicycle with an 18-inch frame, and I started cycling to school. We used to reckon it was 8 miles, but I take it as an average, it's probably about 7.5. It is today, but it's been straightened out a bit, and the road is very hilly. There are several steep hills. When going, it was hard to go down the hill because you're going in virtually down to in the Severn Valley. And as I was saying to you earlier today, I was counting up how many miles I did cycling to school over the 6 years that I went to the grammar school. Is it 1931 to 1936, 5 years, right. I went 15 miles a day, there and back. I worked it out over 45 weeks a year, taking out the holidays, although I did cycle to Bridgnorth on and off. I cycled to school over 17,000 miles in 5 years. I think it's 5 or 6 years. And since then, after that, when I started working, for 5 days during the summer months, I used to cycle home to Hyley. That's 23 miles each way. And totaling that up, that's over 7,000 miles. So as I was saying to you, I cycled when I was young, from childhood until I got married and lived in Worcester. I cycled about 24,000 miles. And as you said, that's almost the same as going around the world. I wore out one bike, I had to buy a new one. Okay, stop.